are one of those who believe that tattoos aren't just aesthetics and that it should, and there's nothing wrong with it if you believe that tattoos are just for aesthetics. But if you also believe that tattoos are supposed to have a special meaning, it's supposed to stand for something, then you need to find this woman named Wang Od Ogay. She's 102 years old. She's a total badass. She has the best tattoos I've ever seen. But what's special about her is the way and the method that she actually does the tattoo. It's a very, very sacred method. She doesn't use any kind of needles. The problem is that you will have to travel to the Philippines, land in Manila, drive 15 hours, trek several hours through a dirt road in order to get to her. But hey, if you want a sacred way of getting that tattoo, this is worth it. At 102 years old, Wang Od Ogay or Maria Ogay could actually be the best tattooist in the world. As I've said, she's a total badass. She's the oldest Mambabatok. That's the name of the process of her tattooing. So instead of a needle, she actually uses a thorn from a pomelo tree. She would dip it in an ink that she herself made. It's made from pine, soot, and water. So she makes it very, 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 very early in the morning. She dips the thorn of a pomelo tree, and then she taps it into your skin using a bamboo. The process is very, very painful. A lot of people can only stand it for minutes or an hour at most. So if you go there and you want a big tattoo, you will most likely have to stay for a long time, for several days, in order to complete it, because you won't be able to stand the pain. Visitors will have to so you have to land in the Philippines, right? She is in the Philippines, so you have to land in Manila, take a 15-hour drive going to Buscalan, the village of Buscalan. Once you get there, you need to trek mountains that's not really paved, so it's a dirt road, and then you're there. So, but as I've said, because it's very painful, if you want a big tattoo, you're gonna have to stay several days. So the hand tapped body art actually began. So a lot of people are asking, why is it so sacred? This Mambabatok process, why is it so sacred? This practice, this tattooing practice, actually started from the But warriors. Okay, so indigenous people in the Philippines, and they're called But warriors. The thing is that you can only get a tattoo after killing somebody. They are warriors, remember, they're warriors. So the manner by which they can prove their greatness as a warrior is by killing somebody, not for the joy of it, but for if they're battling somebody. Once you kill somebody, then you can get a tattoo through this. Okay, so that's why it's a seal for them, a symbol of something sacred. Yeah, so they are protectors of their people. So if they kill somebody, it means they succeeded in protecting somebody, that they fulfill their mission. That's the word that I'm using, that I'm looking for. They fulfill their mission. This is their essence, and they were able to fulfill it, and so they're immortalizing it with a tattoo. On the women, they don't, because they're not warriors during that time. Only men are warriors, can be warriors. So for them, they just use it to make themselves even more beautiful. So the more tattoos you have, the more beautiful it is. The more beautiful you are in their eyes, which is very much the opposite of how many perceive heavily tattooed people now. There's a lot of stereotypes on people with tattoos. But for them, if you're tattooed and you're a woman, the more beautiful you are. I'm sure that you're still beautiful even without one. Now, Wang Od Ogay actually started getting a tattoo at 15. It was her friends who put tattoos on her arms and her legs, and that's also how she learned. Now, they can only Maria Ogay's lineage can actually do this practice. They are the only ones who can tattoo. With that, if not, then it can become dangerous. So it becomes an unhealthy thing. It won't be safe for the person that's getting the tattoo. So you can only get it from them. Now, she's unmarried and she has no children, but she has passed on the skill to her nieces and her nephews, so ensuring that it will continue on. So if you like body art, if you love tattoos, but you believe that it is something sacred, then this one is worth the trip. Land in Manila, 15-hour drive to Boscalan, take a trek, and you will find Maria Ogay, the best tattooist in the world, using a very sacred tattooing method called Mambabatok.